Good morning, everybody. How are you today? As you can see, it's a beautiful day in Belize, breezy, windy. Missed the hurricane, but I'll tell you what, I wasn't going to be here today. I was supposed to be going back home today. Unfortunately, my dear uncle just passed away, and I was supposed to be on a plane. Was supposed to fly today, and guess where I was flying through? Houston. Houston Airport is closed. So therefore, I will not be able to go. I'm really disappointed about that and sad. But nonetheless, I'm here to talk to you today, and I always have a message I would like to share, and today is no different. And since I'm having a new class that's getting ready to start at the end of September, and I've been growing, I've been asking you if you're interested to go to drdevbutler.com/peace to tell me you're interested. Today's the last day to do that, and I will be sending out all my best discounts and bonuses to you. If you signed up for that by today, you will be getting that. All my stuff is going out this week, and the class is actually going public at the end of the week. So if you want in at the best possible prices and get in while seats are available, this is the time to do it. Now, you want to come in and talk to me today? I'm actually quite comfortable out here. But why don't we come in so I can talk to you about the most important thing that I've been talking to you about, which is self-compassion, self-kindness, how to be good to yourself, and why it's so important and why it's so hard for you to do it. So, let me swipe here so I can see who's here. I see there's people here, but it won't let me see who's here again. Darn it. Okay. Well, come on inside with me. Come into my humble abode. Hello. How are you? Hi. Okay, I can see better. All right, so unfortunately I can't see who's here today, but you know, whoever it is, I've got something to say to you. All right, so what is self-compassion and why is it so important? And I made the title of this, ooh, I got a little something in my eye, excuse me. Okay. I made the title of this video today, Put Away the Whips and Chains, because listen, it doesn't work. You've been doing it for a long time. You've been being mean and unkind to yourself and thinking that's the way you're going to get what you want. Put the whips and chains away. Now, what do you think in your brilliant mind, and I know you're brilliant, would be the best thing? Positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement for other people? Let's just put it that way. If you've raised children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, do you like to reward them with positive reinforcement? If they're having a hard day, if something is going on, do you like to use positive reinforcement to help them, or do you like to use negative reinforcement? Now, I'm looking for a specific answer, so I'm going to tell you what it is. Positive reinforcement works so much better. Now, what makes you think that negative reinforcement works better on you? I don't know where you got that at. I don't know where I got that at because I'm just as hard as you are. I'm learning a new way, but somewhere along the line, I thought I could never say the mean, unkind things that I say to myself. I could never say that to my son to this day, or my grandchildren, or anybody that I love. I would never say that to try to get them to do things that are good for themselves. I just wouldn't do it. It would hurt their feelings. It would be unkind. So instead, I would try to find the positive in them. And also what I would do is I would like to kind of spike their curiosity. So I might ask them some questions as to why they think that this is working. So this is what I want to propose to you today. The next time, and since we're talking about eating and we're talking about a new way of being in our world and in our lives, especially surrounding food, but really surrounding anything, I want you to learn that your own positive reinforcement on yourself is going to help you get what you really want. You can't call yourself mean, terrible things and expect you to be able to do positive things in this world. It doesn't work if you haven't noticed. Now, I want to show you something, for instance, when it comes to a meal, because a lot of people have been saying to me, I've been doing a lot of mini sessions lately, and I really hear what a lot of people say to themselves, as if I haven't heard enough already, but I have. And one of the things that they'll say is I just can't stop eating when I want to keep eating even though I know I'm full. And so the question that I always ask, because I'm curious, which is exactly what I want you to start doing for yourself, is to start becoming curious and ask yourself, why? Why, sweetheart? Why do you want to keep eating if you're full? As opposed to your normal response that would be, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? How come you can't do this? You're full and you're still eating. I knew you couldn't do it. That's called negative reinforcement, and I think that's what you've been doing. But as a coach, what I would do is use positive reinforcement and ask questions. So I would say, why, sweetheart? And I would call you sweetheart. Why are you eating past your own hunger? Now, what you usually say to me, what I might say to myself, especially in the olden days, is, I just don't know. And of course, when you say to yourself or you say to me, I don't know, guess what? You don't know. You close yourself to your own answers. Now, here's the bad news. As a coach, and I'm really a good coach, I don't know the answers either. I need you to tell me the answers. Guess how I get the answers from you? By being kind and holding you in my arms, even if I'm not holding you in my arms and we're on the phone, and just saying to you, why? And then when you tell me I don't know, I say, but pretend you did know. What would you tell yourself? And guess what the answer is many, many times? It's so good, the food. I don't want to stop eating. I go, okay, well, that's an answer. Now you know. That's being curious to find out why you do what you do by becoming curious instead of mean. When you become curious, you get answers. When you become curious, your mind opens up to the answers. And even if you tell yourself, I don't know, and you say, but sweetheart, let's pretend like you do know, you're the only one that knows. What might be the answer? And the most obvious thing pops up, like, well, it's just so good, I don't want to stop. Well, it's just good to know that that's what you think. Now, here's what I might say to you next. But darling, sweetheart, what if you knew you could eat it again? What if you knew without a doubt that the next time you get hungry, you could eat it again? Would it be easier to stop? And the answer, of course, is, yeah, I never thought of that. I just told myself it was so good I couldn't stop. But the answer is, you can always stop. You're smart. You can always stop. Once you tell yourself you do know, and once you ask yourself with kindness, why, you will tell yourself your own answers. And when you give an answer, do not respond with negative reinforcement. What? I wouldn't do that to you. I would go, well, that's so interesting. That's so fascinating. Big difference. The difference between self-compassion and being mean. One, you get good answers from yourself. And once you get an answer, you can do something with it. If you tell yourself you don't know, or you feel ashamed because of the things that you say to yourself, it keeps you in the same cycle, in the same negative cycle. So this is what I want to tell you today. That if you want a new way of being, if you want to learn how to treat yourself different, then the class that I'm offering at the end of September is for you. And I would love you to be in it. And all you need to do right now is go to drdebbutler.com/peace. And you can still, unfortunately today, it would still be the interest list, but I'm sending out emails to everybody on that interest list by the end of today with all the goodies on this class, and you will get first in on everything that I'm offering. So if kindness sounds like the way you want to go and you want to learn how to do it, you want to be taught because you've been taught a different way that's not working for you, then this might be your answer, and I would love to see you. So for today, I want you to put your whips and chains away, get rid of the negative reinforcement, and start asking yourself questions with curiosity and compassion. Don't forget, drdebbutler.com/peace. Talk to you soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.